Hello crochet friends! In today's video I am sharing something really exciting. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Nicola, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. So today I am designing a crochet satchel. So I mentioned in a previous video that I am now running my first ever D&D campaign, and I made a green pocket loaf dragon that I was planning on only having for one session. I was gonna put it on the table in front of them and it's like, this is what you find, which I just love the hands-on side of things. So I definitely think that is what inspired me to make this, because turns out I got another idea for the dragon instead. He was only supposed to appear for one session, but I've now made him actually a main non-player character. So he's been leaving them like little green satchels, with like some potions in them and some gold, just to, get on their good side, because green dragons, if you're aware of D&D lore, they are manipulative. So, and he's been leaving them letters that just basically give them a little nudge in this is the direction you want to go in. Like the first satchel they found, it had a map leading them to a certain island where there was something there that they needed, but they don't know who this creature is that's leaving them. And I just thought, how cool would it be if I actually had this satchel that I could place on the table in front of them, that they can actually open up and find all this goodies in. So that's what I'm making today. I am really excited for this. So I'm not sure if I want to leave it all green or if I want to add some brown in there. I think if I left it all green, it wouldn't look as good. I think it needs a secondary color. So I'm thinking about adding brown with this, and it's my idea that they won't even know that it's this dragon until like way later on in the campaign. So right now he's just writing, "Sincerely, your mysterious friend," because, green dragon, they're manipulative, he has his ulterior motives. But I think it would be really cool to like crochet things up, like potions and stuff, to also put in here. I am all for making my table as immersive as possible. So, and I thought it would be nice to, take you guys in and show you what I'm making and what my ideas are, because this has really inspired me to make even more fantasy stuff than I have already been making. And I just thought it would be really cool to share it with you guys, show a little bit more of my everyday life, I suppose, and the creativity that I put into everything around me, including my D&D sessions. So I'm thinking like brown for the sides, and then like brown for like the straps from where the lid will be. That's what I'm thinking. Like make it look like it's sort of like leather straps, but still crochet. I think that would look cool, and I think it definitely needs that secondary color. So I'm gonna go continue working on this, and I will be back soon with an update. I am really liking this, so I did decide to go with the brown as a secondary color, more leathery look, I suppose. And I have already done up one side and I'm working on the second, but I'm just going to show you real quickly what the first side looks like. So when it's together, it'll look somewhat like that. So I think the brown was definitely needed just to give it that fantasy look. Like this is something a traveler would use and carry. So I am really liking this. I'm getting super excited now. I'm just imagining like the notes stuck in here and like some other little goodies. I am really excited to put this on the table in front of my players and just see their reaction, especially when they open it up for all the goodies. Oh my gosh. So I am really happy with this. It's coming out way better than I thought. And I've also added like just these little touches where I actually crocheted up the sides with the brown to look like it's got brown leather stitching. So I think that's a nice little touch. It's not necessarily something people will notice, but it just makes it feel more authentic for me, I suppose, which I am really excited for this. Once it's put together a bit more, like once it has this side, it should hold its shape a bit better, because right now it's just flopping everywhere. So I am really excited for this. It is working up so much quicker now that I'm on the side pieces. This part took what seemed like forever. I've been working on it for days, and my partner's looking at me like, why are you crocheting a bit of cloth? And it's like, that's what you think. Because he is one of the players at my table, so he has no idea what this is or what it's for. So now that it is actually coming together and you can pretty much tell what it's going to be now, I'm going to have to hide this and work on it when he's not here, because I want it to be a surprise, even from him. So he already suspects that the NPC is a dragon, because I did mention it to him about bringing in the dragon, putting it on the table, and then all of a sudden I brought in this NPC. He suspects. I'm gonna try and see if I can make him think otherwise. I don't know yet. He's pretty clever, so he's really good at like puzzles and riddles and just figuring stuff out way before he is supposed to. But it doesn't help when I've bounced ideas off of him, because this is my first campaign and he has ran and played D&D for many years. He is the main reason I've gotten into it. So it is so hard to hide things from him. But I'm going to go continue working on this, and it is starting to take shape, so I will keep you updated as it forms together. Good morning! It is 7:30 and it is chilly and raining today, so I am all rugged up and cozy. So I am really happy with the progress of the satchel. I just finished the sides yesterday, so show you, this is it so far, the sides. And I'm really happy with all the space in here. Like, I can put the note in here, some little potion bottles. I have made plenty of space to add all sorts of little goodies in here. I also just bought some really awesome coins that are actually specifically for like board games and D&D and stuff last night on Amazon. So I'm thinking, like, when they do certain quests or side quests or tasks and stuff, I can actually make, I'm going to crochet a money bag that I'm going to put on the table in front of them, and they are literally made so they will clink. You know, when you shake a coin purse, it rattles. They will literally do that. So, oh, I am so excited. I'm coming up with lots of ideas of things I can crochet, but let's finish working on this. I'm just about to make the lid, flap. I'm not exactly 100% sure what they call that piece, but that is what I'm working on today. So I'm gonna go start that and I will be back soon. Let me know what you think of this so far. I am really happy with it. And I love the brown sort of leathery look. I think it needed that. So I will be back soon, hopefully once the lid is done. I don't know. Good morning. So unfortunately I did not get as much made on this yesterday as I wanted. I'm having a hard time knowing exactly what size or how long I want to make the lid flap for the bag, but I figured out how I want to make it so it'll stay shut. What I want to do is make like little brown straps and have a buttonhole. So I ordered up some buttons on Amazon yesterday that I can put on, so then we can do that. But the only problem is I did not check the size until after I ordered them, and now I'm like, oh, they might be too small. So we'll see. But I did make something really cool yesterday for this. So the plan is to have them find letters from their mysterious friend. And I thought it would be really cool if I leaned into the Fae realm, Forgotten Realms feeling. So I made aged paper. So it's all brown and crinkly and stainy, which I think is really cool. I've got 8 pieces. It smells like coffee. Ew, I am not a coffee drinker, but coffee is what I used to stain the paper to be this brown. And oh my god, all I can smell is coffee. I am not a coffee girl. So when I bought the coffee, my partner was like, what? Why are you getting coffee? Like, and then when he came home yesterday and saw that I had done this, he's like, like I'm a chocolate milk girl, or you know, strawberry Nesquik all the way. You know, I can't drink coffee. I drank some for a little bit when I was 13, and no, my stomach cannot tolerate it. I don't know if that's due to the IBD, but it just makes me really sick nowadays. But I am really happy with how this is coming so far. So what I'm going to do is write the letters on these and then roll them up and tuck them. Like, I'm thinking I might get some twine or maybe some just brown yarn and just tuck them in like that. And they fit perfect. It'll be so much easier when I have the twine, and then when they open it, there will be a letter. Oh my god, the coffee smell. I wonder if there's any way I can make it so it doesn't smell like that. But oh my god, it smells so much stronger this morning now that they've fully dried. Oh my goodness. But that's the plan for today, is get the buttons and see how big they are. I might still be able to make them work. I don't know, but definitely want the brown straps to make them look more leathery. And then I'm thinking about having like a shoulder strap as well, just to make it look a bit more realistic, usable. I'm not sure, but I need to go and figure out exactly how long I am making this part, and I will be back soon, hopefully with an update. I am so excited. So I just got the parcel from Amazon. unfortunately the buttons are way too small, so that was a bit disappointing. But I'm decided not to actually do straps for the lid. I still don't know what that thing is called, but I decided it would be better and easier if you can just lift it, put it back down, and it just sits there, you know, because if you're in a hurry to get out a potion, you're not going to want to be undoing buttons and stuff. So I think it's just more practical that it doesn't have that. So I managed to make it work, but more excitedly, I got the coins, and they are so cool. I am really happy that I ended up doing this. I'll get some different ones so I can show you what they look like, but oh my gosh, they're really cool. So these are the ones, and then like these look like they're bronze, and then the 5s look like they are silver, and they're actually a decent thickness as well, and they made the clinking sound, which I'm really happy about. And then the 10s look like they're a gold, which is really cool. I'm still waiting on the bigger order that's coming from America that has 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, and 50s. So it'll just be good, but there's a decent amount of these as well. So it's really cool. And yeah, apparently I read a review online that someone's actually using these as a reward system for their kids. So that's really smart as well. I might have to think about doing that for when I have kids. But if you are interested in getting these as well, if you run D&D, I will put the link down in the description, because these are really cool. And just, I honestly think one of the best things I have bought on Amazon. I don't normally buy much, but I am finally seeing the appeal, especially when it comes to crochet books. Anyway, I finished the bag. It is so cool. I love it. And the note, I don't know if you can see it with the way I'm holding it, but the note sits in there perfectly. And then obviously bag of money, and it's really sturdy. So I'm really happy with that. And I made the strap, so I'll get up and actually show you where this sits on me. So pull this out of the way a little bit. So if I have it just over the shoulder, it sits about my waist, hip. I'm not quite sure. But then having it over, it still sits at a decent spot, so you can just simply, you know. So I think that's really cool and just really practical as well. So I'm loving it. I would love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, but I am just so happy with how it came out. And I definitely think it needed the brown just to help with the colouring, just to add a bit more to it and make it have that D&D vibe. I guess this also would have been great back when I was LARPing a few years ago. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time to do that anymore, and it's always when it is cold and raining, or in the case of the last few years, I've had dental work needed to be done on the day, and it's like, you're not going LARPing, you're having all of your teeth removed. You're going to be in pain, you're going to be, actually I couldn't take the medication because I'm allergic to it. So I had to survive complete teeth removal on Nurofen and antibiotics. No pain relief except for Nurofen alone. That was rough. My mouth swelled up like a golf ball. Oh, but so I haven't been LARPing, I think, for the past 2 or 3 years now. But this would have been great just for that as well. I am loving this. I can't wait to put this on the table and just see my players' reactions. So looking forward to that. I might put in my next D&D crafty video, what their reaction was. So if you want to know what their reaction is, make sure you check that out once I post it. And I really hope you enjoyed this little crafty video. It's a bit different from my normal ones, but it's still crochet and it's implementing it more into my day-to-day life and other hobbies. So again, I would love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments, and if you want the coins, I really recommend it because these are awesome. Oh, I can't wait to use everything that I'm so excited for the next session, which I still have to plan. I need to get on to doing that. Oh my gosh, it is so much more planning than I thought it would actually be. I'm not gonna lie, for my first campaign, I did not realize just how much planning goes into it. So I'm gonna go and start doing that now, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you for the next one. Bye!